When we're driving to our complex every day to train, I pass by the fields that I grew up playing on. And, that's a moment of humbleness, right? You're seeing the fields and you're like, wow, I was there, 10 plus years ago, not knowing what to expect. And so it's incredible to kind of go through that almost every day during the World Cup. It is such a unique position that I'm in, and I'm certainly grateful to be in this position and kind of reflect on all the things that I've gone through to get here.
Great to hear Cristian Roldan share a moment like that. He grew up in the Los Angeles area. He's passing soccer fields he used to play on as he's riding the bus with the U.S. men's national team. And you could see, Chris, the emotions as he reflected on his full circle moment.
Yeah, what a special World Cup for him. Not only does he get to play in California where he grew up, where he learned the great sport of soccer, he's also had a match already here in Seattle where he plays for the Sounders, played for the University of Washington. There is a chance he will return to the great city of Seattle for another match. And Pete Fewing said it on this show right here. If you want to see something cool, just go to YouTube, type in Cristian Roldan and Adidas commercial. When he was 8 years old, they did a commercial with him. It's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah.
Him in California as a kid, it will give you goosebumps.
Yeah, that was awesome. I didn't even know it existed, but having Pete Fewing kind of clue us in on that was very cool. Quick injury update. Roldan said he suffered a muscle strain on his final kick during warm-ups in Seattle before the U.S. beat Australia across the street here. He said he's day-to-day, wouldn't give a hint whether he'll play tomorrow against Turkey, but hopefully we'll see him on the field.
Yeah, if he's healthy, I think he's going to be in there. All right, switching gears from the U.S. to Cape Verde now. They've become, Paul, one of the most popular teams at this World Cup.
Yeah, they've been fun to watch. Two-time Olympian Jordin Andrade grew up in Federal Way. He now lives in Seattle, but he competed for Cape Verde in the 2016 and 2021 Olympics. We talked to Jordin yesterday and wanted to get his thoughts on all the excitement and energy surrounding the Cape Verde team.
Oh, man, it's so exciting. About 10 years ago when I joined the Cape Verdean Allegiance, it was their plan was to help build athletics in that country. Back then, when I would visit, and I visit many times, but when I would go there, you would see people in the streets just everybody's fit, man. It's just part of their lifestyle. Playing soccer was a big deal for them, right? And they made this plan that they laid out to help build athletics in Cape Verde. And I started off back in 2016. I was the first one to make it to the semifinals, and they celebrated like it was a tie in FIFA, man. It was so exciting for our entire country. And then moving on, fast forwarding 10 years later, in Paris, we scored our first Olympic medal. We got a bronze medal in boxing. Shout out to David Pina. And then now here we are, again, 10 years later, at the FIFA World Cup. They qualified, and they're not just qualifiers, but they're contenders now. Yep. And it's amazing to see how much excitement is building around a country that I love.
Yeah, a lot of excitement, Jordin. And as we mentioned, you're a two-time Olympian. You're now a chiropractor in Seattle. You're helping people out. I did notice on your Instagram, you even spent a little time with the most famous goalie in the world right now, Vozinha. How impressive has this 40-year-old goaltender been for you guys?
Oh, man, it's beyond impressive. To be at 40 years old, to make it to the big stage, right? That's something every athlete from every level dreams about, right? And so if we get the opportunity to really seize that moment, it's like, man, I can't be more proud of that. And again, to be at 40 years old, like, people don't understand how much of an achievement that is. I played a rec game of flag football about a month ago and ruptured my Achilles just like that, man. And I'm in shape. I'm still like, I've only been out the game for a few years here, man. So to see him at 40 years old thriving, it's honestly, it's a pleasure.
Yeah, it's definitely fun to watch, Jordin. Listen, the World Cup has drawn a lot of comparisons with the Olympics. You competed in the Olympics, of course, in Rio and in Tokyo. What's it like competing on the world's biggest sports stage?
Oh, man. So there's a lot of mental prep that goes into being a big-time athlete, right? To be able to make it to those big events and block out everything. And as an athlete, really what it should be like is you should be so focused in that you don't even realize where you're at, right? I just remember when I was on the track as soon as they got us down into the set position, I already forgot I was at the Olympics. It was just like every other day at practice, right? But outside of the scope of training and running, like it really is different, right? You see the entire city, the entire country, wherever you're competing at, really rally behind the enjoyment of you being there. And that's not something you get to experience almost any other point in your life. And so Seattle has been doing it right. Just flat out been doing it right. I was unfortunate to have to go to an Olympics that had to deal with COVID, so I didn't get the experience of the true culture and surroundings of Japan and Tokyo, and that's something that I really I missed, and I wish I could have been experienced it because Rio was amazing to me, and Seattle, we're doing it right, man. Seriously, I haven't been able to go out and enjoy it like everybody else because of my foot injury, but from what I've seen, and the world recognition for Seattle has been well received for sure.
Yeah, you mentioned Seattle is doing it right, and Paul and I have talked about that on this show. Just it's been absolutely impressive to see Seattle shine so bright on the world stage, and you've competed at some great venues. Just as you look at Seattle doing it right, what's been impressive to you about this city and how they've kind of embraced the World Cup?
Well, first and foremost, I'm not even saying this because I'm on King 5 right now, but I've told everybody forever that I don't think there's a place better on this earth than Seattle in the summertime when it's bright and sunny. Like, you can't beat it, man. But aside from that, I think that having this huge community base of fans, right? Beyond just fans, I should say, but people that are traveling from all over the world being welcomed in, being able to experience our new boardwalk is absolutely fantastic. It's the best utilization of the entire city.
Yeah, I think Chris and I sit here these summer months, and there isn't a better place to be. You're right. That's this place, the tourism, and watching the people on the streets around here are so much fun because they're from all over the planet, and they're coming here and converging on Seattle and having so much fun at Pike Place and all these different places you can go. It is fun to watch.
Absolutely, man. And I was blessed that my career as an athlete took me to 35 different countries, man. And so I was like, this is great. But every time I've told people that although I've been to those countries, this is the place to be in the summer.
All right. Everybody likes a great comeback story, Jordin. 35 countries. Yeah. You're a chiropractor now. I understand you're injured, but come on, L.A., it's close. 2028, three-time Olympian. Oh, man, yeah. Come on, Jordin, you look good.
Hey, if a goalie can do it at 40, man, maybe. I don't know. Let me break off some of this rust here. But no, I'm very happy with the new career path that I have. I'm in Burien. I work at Burien Wellness, and I get to work with some great people there. Ideally, if as an athlete I don't make it to 2028 Olympics, which is all good with me, I would love to be on the medical staff there, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a good thought there for sure. All right, thanks, Jordin. Yeah. We appreciate your time and all the insight there. It's been fun visiting with you, and good luck to Cape Verde.
All right, man. Thank you guys for having me.
Andrade and all the Cape Verde fans are enjoying the first World Cup ever for their country, and Sunday they celebrated their first World Cup goal in a 2-2 draw with Uruguay. Cape Verde can advance to the round of 32 with a win over Saudi Arabia Friday.